You have any fights this week? Oh man, we gotta have some fights.
Watch some crazy stuff, yo!
With the 13th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select Brock Bowers, tight end, Georgia.
Hey, wait a minute, Rick. What's going on? I mean,
Relax, Morty. Don't worry about it. Let's just see where this goes.
So this is best player available, plain and simple. Took Michael Mayer in the second round last
Oh
year.
my
was
God.
A quality rookie player for them, a guy you'd expected to develop. But now, I mean, this is a clear.
Jeez, Rick. Oh my God. That's some pretty hardcore stuff. What in the hell?
And also, we're looking to add more playmakers to the offense, and they come in all shapes and sizes and all different positions. And, we love Michael Mayer. I love Michael Mayer, and he's a really good player. He's going to take another big jump this year. But he get a chance to add just another dimension to the offense, whether it's a tight end, a hybrid receiver, whatever it is. We need more playmakers on that side of the ball, so I think he's going to really help us there. And, he's a high-level player in college, true junior. He's 21 years old, so he's very young, still developing. But he's got some natural football skills combined with some high-level athletic ability and speed. So, really happy to have him. He's tough, and when you play at Georgia as a tight end, you have to be able to block. And then in the SEC, he's playing against some real defenders. So, but he's an athletic move receiving tight end, but he can get down and block a little bit on the line of scrimmage. So, which you're gonna have to do at this level too. So, just kind of shows you what his game's like.
What's Antonio's thoughts, just his excitement to coach just such a young, talented guy?
Well, I know he's excited about it, but I don't want to speak for him. So I'll let him kind of talk about him when he gets up here eventually. He's a defensive guy, obviously, but now he's the head coach. He does see it with the wide lens. So, offense, defense, whatever, he thinks it could best help the team. He was 100% on board with the pick.
What is up, Raider Nation? We came on right before the pick, the 44 pick. So we're going to get ready. And once that pick is in, we're going to go and bring that up. And then we'll talk about last night's pick. But until then, welcome to the Cage Match Show Friday edition. This is the reaction show of last night's game. Last night's draft, first round draft. And here is Asylum, Mr. Ken Ripken. Yeah, Junior. I'm going to try to talk, and I'm looking at the screen to make sure we're not going to get cut off the pick. But what is up, Asylum? How you doing?
Oh, I'm just waiting for this pick now. I had some shit to talk about, but now I'm kind of distracted, but I'm doing good.
Oh yeah. So
I think my Windows 98 finally rebooted after the update and shit from last night's pick. So I think I'm with a clearer head than I was if we were to do this right after that pick. I'd just sit there like I feel like a lot of people was just like it took a lot to compute what happened yesterday with the way things went. I mean, I was happy the Falcons did me a big service. So I'm happy about that. Thank you, Falcons. I might root for you guys to win a game or so.
well, just to a reminder, you remember everyone saw last night. Everyone saw.
Oh, everyone knows. 13. Oh
yeah. When
Brock Bowers.
Yes, Brock Bowers. When Roger Goodell walked down, we were all thinking, okay, well, Michael Penix is off the board because everyone kept saying Michael Penix. Thank you, Falcons. But then we're like, okay, offensive lineman, maybe a cornerback. Let's see what they say. And I was thinking, like, okay, wild card pick would be a receiver. And he went up there, and a lot of folks didn't see this coming. Tight end from Georgia, number 13, Brock Bowers.
Well, I'll tell you this much. I don't even think the Raiders saw this pick coming. I don't think anybody expected Bowers to fall to 13.
Yeah, that was well, you know, because we were all, nobody's mock drafts that we've seen were saying Brock Bowers at number 13. And
the mock drafts I saw, the lowest he was Denver.
At 12. Well, let's go look at what happened last night. Of course, Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, and Drake May went to where everyone thought they were going to go to the Bears, Commanders, and Patriots, respectively. And then we all figured
exactly like I thought he would.
Yeah, and then the Chargers chose Joe Alt, the left tackle, right? Left tackle from Notre Dame. And then Giants get a receiver. The Titans get J.C. Latham, the offensive tackle. And then what threw off the rest of the draft.
As of right now.
We are on the clock as of right now.
I'm not trying to interrupt you. I'm just trying to, let everybody know we're on the clock.
Let's write that down. Raiders are on the clock right now. Look at that. So, and then you seen, I just blocked it, but you seen that Michael Penix was taken surprisingly.
Hold up, pick is in.
Oh, the pick is in. The pick is in.
Because of his head coach at Rutgers, Greg Schiano, who's got an outstanding track record of developing.
Got it going here. Can you hear that? Okay.
Great ball production. 8 interceptions. Yes. 30 pass breakups.
We can talk as we go in here. So,
in the league as a wide receiver.
For the draft, as you were trying to say, for the draft fell exactly how we expected it to fall.
Here comes the
until you get to number 8. Then it went crazy. Okay, let's see who we got. I know we hate dead air, but
Jim Plunkett.
Let's get him in the hall.
There you go. Get him to the hall.
Let's go, Jim.
Hello, everyone. Whoa. And with the 44th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft,
getting right to it,
the Las Vegas Raiders select guard Jackson Powers Johnson from Oregon.
Interesting, they announced him as a guard. Yeah. Played center.
Yeah, they took his center
in his frame. You could absolutely play guard. 228 pounds.
No, Jackson Powers.
Play any of those 3 interior lines.
Johnson.
I was just wondering about.
They got him marked here on the center, and if I remember correctly, I saw him as a center.
And now
I wonder if he could play more than one spot there.
Now you got a set of guards there to help out your quarterback.
This has been a pretty good couple days here for Gardner Minshew. Not only does he
not get that looked like a center, like he snapped the ball there. There, maybe not.
Powers Johnson, excellent getting up to the second level. The angles are outstanding. And watch how nasty he is to finish.
Look at that. Boom. Downfield blocking.
Yes, he's the center.
Look at that. Stand him up.
The ability to anchor down, to be able to settle against those power rushers that he saw. This is Hall, a really good rusher from Ohio State.
So you write him out, stand him up.
On the offense here with the Raiders.
Yeah, and don't forget that. Okay.
I'm a little surprised at center, but maybe he can play guard too. Maybe he can play,
guard. And Joel, you've made that case before.
Yeah.
The shorter quarterbacks shore up the interior.
Well, he can certainly do that. You know, he was only
Okay,
the
I guess we can take this down now.
So
There we go.
Raiders select Jackson Powers
Moving on, Mike.
Johnson.
There we go.
How do you feel about that one?
The guard, I mean the center, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny an offensive lineman, and that helps. I mean, what is it? Isn't it Andre James? He could play more. Can't he play guard as well?
No, Parham. Parham is the one that could bounce back and forth. Andre James is a starting
Straight
starting
center?
guard. I'm sorry, starting center. I mean,
So we
I'm
might
pretty
have some-
sure. I'm pretty
we
sure
might
they
have
can do
some-
both, but
Well, and maybe this guy, I haven't done a lot of research on him, so we're gonna have to check him out. We'll have definitely more in depth on these picks. Our next show? Yeah, I guess it'll be our next show next Wednesday.
on Wednesday, yeah.
But you know, he was announced as a guard. Everything else is saying center. So maybe he could do both. Maybe that's somebody that Andre James needs to worry about. I know he was signed to a 2-3 year contract, or extension, no, whatever it was. So we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, he seems like a big boy. Here, let's see. Let's try to get there. We go. What was that name again?
Jackson. It's right there at the bottom. Jackson Powers Johnson. See, we're trying to do. We're not like ESPN where we have everything right there for you because we did not know what the Raiders are going to pick. But we're going to do our best to get this up and running right there. But until then, let's talk about last night's surprise pick. Let's bring this down right here. And let's go and talk about. Sorry, fellas, I was asleep Wednesday. My bad. Well, Jason Dean, there's always a chance for you to come on right now. Yeah. See that? We're trying to draft Jason Dean Hunter onto the show. Well, hey, can we send him a link over here? Can we send him a link?
Let me. Yeah, you talk. I'll send him a link.
Okay, well, Jason Dean loves the pick at number 44. The Raiders selecting Jackson Johnson. The man with 3 last names. That's basically what's going on. Okay, we're trying to do 3 things
Sounds
at
like
once, but
or 3 first names.
yeah, I mean he's yeah. So, but let's talk about last night's pick because that was the one that a lot of folks were scratching their head on because no one, wow, no one saw that coming. But
Is it puberty?
I don't know what's going on, man. But tight end number 19, Raider Man will love that one. But tight end Brock Bowser, see what you got me saying? Brock Bowers from Georgia. If you look at his stats, his career at Georgia. See, we're trying to get all this information all together. At Georgia, he had 175 receiving catches. There you go. 2,538 yards of receiving yards. There we go. With an average of 14.5, 26 touchdowns. Rushing, he has 5 touchdowns with an average of 10.2. So what they're saying is he can bounce around between, he can be halfback, he can be tight end, they can line him up wide. And
he could do end around. He by the looks of it, from what I was seeing, he could even play kind of that, offensive line position. He's not a bad blocker.
Yeah, and let's take this down because we're going to do a little video right now. Let's take this down right here. And let's show some highlights of.
You got it? We got
yeah. Boom. Look at that. This guy is tough with the stiff arm. This guy's hard to come down. And I know this is college level because everyone, but what do you think, Asylum?
Oh, wow. When I started watching some of these highlights and everything, I was seeing shades of Casper. That's what I see. I know everyone's trying to say Kittle, and I like Kittle too, but I was kind of seeing shades of Casper. He keeps his eye on the ball all the time. He, hard to bring down. And if you watch this, he knows he's going to take a hit, and he'll drop, and he's not afraid to take that hit. He's not the biggest tight end, but yeah, I heard that too. Like he's like Kelsey, but he's not afraid to take that hit. And most of the time, he's taking 2 or 3 hits before he goes down.
Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but shout out to Leslie, new viewer. We appreciate you. First time we've seen you on the chat, we appreciate you watching our show. Thank you very much, Leslie, right there. Oh, yeah. But also, let's bring in hey, hold on. Let's bring in Jason Dean. Jason Dean, the Demon King. Your audio is on. Tell us what you think about last night's pick.
Fellas, can you hear me?
Yes, we
we can hear you.
I am ecstatic about last night's pick. This is the reason why. I know everybody's losing their mind. We didn't need a tight end. Well, guess what? Brock Bowers was the best player there. He was a top 5 player coming out. He plays 3 positions: tight end, split, and H-back. This guy is a generational guy. He's perfect for our 12 personnel offense, which Luke Getsy runs. Michael Mayer's going to eat. Bowers is going to eat. And guess what? Devontae Adams is going to see single coverage all the time. Yeah, did I want to see a quarterback? Yeah, but they were gone. Were we really going to draft Bo Nix? People are saying that we have the worst quarterback room. No, Denver.
I disagree. I disagree with that.
And Bo Nix, if they start Bo Nix, they'll win 3 games. If they start Zach Wilson, they'll win 3 games.
So they need to start.
I love the pick. They'll win 3 games. I love the pick.
Success. We're going to do them again.
Would I have liked to have seen a corner there? Yeah. But when this guy fell to us, you have to run to the podium for him. You have I mean, I don't know how many people actually watch college football, but I do a lot. You know, a lot of people don't. They heard the Mitchell name. I bet you they never even watched him at Toledo, except they've seen highlights. They heard Terry and Arnold, Fuaga. How many people actually watch Oregon State football that know who Fuaga is other than what they heard on TV? You know what I mean?
Not me.
Like, honestly, yeah. Like, do I know college? I don't know all college, but I do watch a ton of it. I know a lot of Notre Dame. I know Joe Alt. That the Chargers, are they moving Rashawn Slater to right tackle? Like, they're both left tackles, also left tackle. And to explain to people about that, going from left to right is a tough move because it's all foot placement.
It's all the footwork. It's all the footwork.
Hand placement. Yep, absolutely. And this Jackson Powers Johnson, they say don't trust person with 3 first names. My name is Jason Dean Hunter, so there you go. But this kid can play guard and he can play center. He could be an all-pro. He could be an all-pro guard for us and slide right into center when we let Andre James take a walk. But these 2 picks are awesome. I mean, I know they're not the flashy, this ain't the guy we want. We're only going to win 8 games. Brock Bowers is going to do his thing.
I don't
understand.
I want long-term solid players.
Yeah, I don't understand some people, you know, like we're our fan base is nuts. Like, people that know football know these are 2 solid picks. Are they need? We needed a guard. There he is. Did we need Brock Bowers? No, but he's the best player that was available. How many times have we drafted the best player available? How many times?
Sometimes you do that. When a player falls to you like that, whether you need him or not, you take him because he's like I'm here. I've heard. I don't know who Bowers is, but generational talent. You said 3 different positions: wide out, tight end, and halfback. I mean, that to me fills the need, right? Everyone says we need a running back. Well, if he could fill in as a halfback to go with Zeus and Matson and Amir, then you got your running back now.
Here's the thing with him. He can play in the backfield at that H-back position, kind of sort of fullback-ish, but you can run slides with him. You could run wheel routes with him, and there's no linebacker that's going to cover him one-on-one. It's not happening. There's not. The kid played in one of the toughest conferences in football. He's always played top competition, and he's always done well. Please, I beg people that are listening to this, go watch a little bit of film on Brock Bowers. Go watch a little bit on him and tell me what you think.
I was seeing shades of Casper in him.
He's a mixture of Casper, George Kittle, and a little bit of Kelsey. Who won? Listen, what did New England have when they won Super Bowls? Who was their main guy?
Gronkowski.
Who was Kansas City's main guy?
Kelsey.
Travis Kelsey.
Okay. Who did San Diego have back in the day?
Oh, I forgot his name.
Antonio Gates.
Gates, yes.
This kid, him and Michael Mayer are going to play well together. They're going to play well. I know everybody saw when they saw his dad sitting there with the look on his face. Stop. Just stop it. They're pissed off. They're mad that they didn't go in the top 5 or top 10. That's what the problem is there. Because all year, when this draft season came around, they were talking about Bowers going to the Chargers. Bowers possibly people trading up to get him. He's not going to fall past this. He's not going to fall past that. The Jets are going to grab him at 10. Well, guess what? They
I
did.
kept seeing Falcons were going to grab him. That every mock draft I saw, he was going to go no lower than 8.
He's with us. I absolutely love the pick. And Jackson Powers Johnson played at Oregon. There he is right there. Big boy, stud. The kid needs a little bit of work, not a lot of work. His hand movement a little bit, you know what I mean? He's got to get a little bit more violent with his hands, but he's a pusher. He's a road grader. And what is our offense going to be? 12 personnel. And to explain to people what that is, that's 2 tight ends, running back, 2 wide receivers. And I get everybody, well, what's going to happen to Trey Turner or Trey Tucker? Trey Tucker's going to play too. Trey Tucker's going to be in there with three wide. You could put Brock Bowers in line, or you can put him in the slot. He's the bigger, more athletic Hunter Renfrow. And how many people loved Hunter Renfrow?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I loved Hunter Renfrow. I loved him.
You know what I'm saying? I had none against Hunter until he got hurt. And then that was it, basically. Yeah. Did McDaniels kill his confidence? Yeah. But you know what? You're excuse my language, you're a fucking professional football player. You come back. Do you sit on the side? Every opportunity you get, you take full advantage of it.
So
Brock Bowers is going to eat. Yes.
So do you see Jackson Powers Johnson moving into that right guard spot? Because that right there is kind of like an open we don't really have a actual starter there right now.
Yes, I see him moving right to that right guard spot. We have the kid that we got from Chicago. Is it Whitehair, right? Cody Whitehair? I think he's going to be a good backup lineman. That's perfect. Because we didn't want I didn't want to go into the year with him starting there. I mean, he's decent, but he's not what we want. Now
I know
there's a lot.
Cooper Beebe. I know a little bit about him because he's out here in Kansas. Is Powers better than Beebe?
I think they're 1A, 1B, I'll have to say. Okay. And the reason why I like Powers more than Beebe is because when Andre James's time is up, Powers can slide right to center. He's not going to miss a beat.
But we got Parham, but Parham can play both guard and we were just talking about that.
Parham shouldn't even be looked at center. They put him there in the Senior Bowl, basically. That was it. He didn't play it in college. He played 1 game in college at center. He's the guard.
He played center against the Chargers when we smacked them around for 63 points.
Yeah, what am I thinking? Like emergency if we have to. But remember, we still got Grasu. I like Grasu. He's an Oregon guy too.
Yeah.
I like Grasu. Yeah, I like him.
Now our next pick is 77, which I know everybody's gonna lose their minds. We need a tackle. Me personally, because I'm a homer. If he's there, Cam Hart from Notre Dame.
If he's there.
Yeah. And see, there's mine, and it was already screwed up right off the bat. my draft is shot.
We could have got Mitchell, but Penix wasn't there.
Yeah, and Cooper and when I did that draft, Jackson Powers Johnson went in the first round.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yes,
So
he was
he's a first round
He was the
talent
first
pick.
round. They had him looking in the first round a few drafts or the top of the second.
Okay, so this is not an updated graphic, but you said tackle. No, wait. Interior line. Who'd you say was? Dean.
What's that?
You were talking about which offensive lineman?
Oh, Jackson Powers Johnson was a first round. He was a first round prospect.
Wait. Okay.
What's that?
This one?
Yeah, it's right there at the top. Right there at top left.
Oh yeah, look at that. See, he was the number one on the interior prospect. We got the number one on the interior prospect. Ranked number 19.
And the number one tight end. And the number one tight end after that.
Well, I don't have
But
that
of
graphic
course,
because I didn't know we were gonna do tight end.
our fan base is nuts, and we're going to complain about it.
Well, no, and they are, and I'm not even going to argue with you on that because the whole thing was, okay, I know offensive linemen are not sexy picks, but for us, this draft, that was the sexy pick. Offensive lineman or the cornerback. But I actually, after I started to reset my Windows 98, reset it after the update with it, because I had completely forgot Bowers was still available. I had forgot he was available. And when I heard the name, it was just one of those, oh shit. But then it's the best available player. Those are sometimes
we were sitting at the bar at the place where shout out DFW Raiders for Life, my club. We were sitting there watching it. I told my one buddy Chris, I said, yo, if Bowers ends up dropping us, we need to run to the podium and turn that in because he's the best. He's a top 3 guy. Bowers was up in the top 5 for the prospects coming out.
Going all the way down to 7 out of the whole draft. I've seen, everyone has different rankings. I've seen him as high as 3 and as low as 7.
Yeah, I've seen him going to I thought the Chargers because Hardbum loves tight ends, and I figured he would have drafted them. I figured he was going to draft them because they have absolutely no weapons in LA.
Yeah, they traded them all away and they got rid of all the receivers. So you weren't surprised. You were actually you were surprised in a good way that the Raiders went and took Brock Bowers, that he was available at 13. So, but do you believe that at number 8, the Falcons panicking for Penix, like how I did that, panicking for Penix?
Oh, they panicked.
Threw off everybody else's board.
I think that pick did throw off our board definitely, and here's the reason why. I think we were really looking at Penix a lot, and I don't understand why Atlanta did it. Okay, they have Cousins, and Cousins is coming off the Achilles, but remember, Penix is 25 years old, or maybe 24. He's old.
24. He's 24.
So let's say they keep Cousins 2 years. So Penix starts at 26. You know what I'm saying? They need more weapons. Me personally, if I was a Falcon, I would have wanted Dallas Turner because you need a pass rusher, and he was the best one there. Or Latu, and they passed up on the both of them. I was kind of surprised at that.
I was even surprised Penix went before McCarthy.
Well, everybody thought that Minnesota was going to trade up with New England to get him and New England was set on Drake May.
I thought it was going to be trading up with the Chargers, not New England. I thought it was going to be with the Chargers.
Everybody was set that New England was set with Drake May. Here's the thing with New England, what they're going to do. They're in basically a rebuild. They're rebuilding what Jacoby Brissett's going to play this year. He's their bridge. Okay. Drake May is going to sit for a year. Drake May is not really ready to start. He's not. He's only played 2 years in college. He's not Mitchell Trubisky. Everybody needs to get off that because he played at Carolina. Big deal. Drake May is a good quarterback. He lost weapons. He wasn't great this year, but he had no weapons. His one receiver was out for 5 games because the NCAA assholes didn't let the kid play. Like the McCarthy pick, I kind of figured he was going to Minnesota. I thought Minnesota was going to trade up to 4, but the Cardinals were smart. They stuck to their guns. They stick and pick, and they picked the best guy for them, Marvin Harrison Jr.
They got a hell of a receiver. They needed a receiver. They needed help for Kyler Murray. I saw that one going that way. I didn't see his neighbors. I always thought it was going to be Marvin Harrison. Like, I think the draft, for the most part, without the trades, because like you say 3 or 4 that Vikings were going up, I was thinking 5. With taking that out, I think it kind of went the way everyone expected. Maybe not to Joe Alt, like you said, but I've seen him go to the Chargers as well in mock drafts, and then the Falcons just kind of panicked. I don't know. I don't even know if you call it panic. I don't understand why they did it.
Well, you saw the draft room when Arthur Blank was talking to the GM, wondering what the fuck you're doing. And then him and Raheem Morris, the GM and Raheem Morris, were back and forth too. Like, what are you doing? What is this? Then he's trying to explain it. Dude, you can't explain it. You panicked. You know you did. Just say you panicked. It doesn't mean shit. He's there. He ain't going to say you panicked. You panicked. That's all there is to it.
Panic for panics.
Yeah, panic for panics. That's funny. That's good. I like that.
The funny thing was, I was sitting there the whole time. Who's going to panic? Who's going to panic? Who's going to panic? Who's going to move? And I thought it was really going to be somebody moving up to get panics, not the Falcons. Just
here's the thing: Kirk Cousins, his money's guaranteed, so he only has 1 year. They can let him go next year.
So, wait, let me bring this back up again. So do you think, because Telesco said in his post-draft press conference that they didn't really try to move up or move anywhere because the offers weren't that good, but if at number 13 Penix was available, do you think the Raiders would have pulled the trigger on that one?
I think they might have. If it was between him and Bowers, that would have been tough. But it would have been need over BPA for best player available. I think they did try to trade up. I just think the teams, I don't think he's going to come out and say it. They keep their stuff close to the breast. I think they tried to trade up with Washington, and Washington wanted way too much, so they said no. I think they tried to get up there with New England, and I think New England wanted way too much. You know what I mean? Because if it were like, I look at it now, if we're going to roll, we roll with AOC. I think possibly we might grab Spencer Rattler later. I would like to maybe get, if I don't know if Milton's still there, he might have got drafted already, but grab him in the 5th. He's a project.
Milton hasn't been drafted yet. Milton's still out there, and I like Milton. 4th, 5th round, somewhere like that. Have your guy that can sit, learn. I think Milton has the highest ceiling out of all the quarterbacks with the potential ceiling. He has the highest ceiling. He just needs to sit and have the right coaches with him and take that time. And I like that idea. I like Milton sitting behind Minshew or AOC, and I'm an AOC.
Here's the thing about Milton. Milton has a rocking arm, okay? His accuracy is not great, and that's the thing. His accuracy. And you have to be accurate.
That can be worked on.
Yes, it can be tough.
I'm forgetting his name, like a Terrell Pryor.
Terrell Pryor was a runner first. Milton's not a scrambling quarterback. He's not that one who's going to take off first. He's mobile, and our definition of mobile, he's mobile. He's like Patrick Mahomes now.
Terrell Pryor was a runner. Millen is a scrambler. There's a difference between runner and scrambler. Scrambler will run around and look to make a play. A runner will just take off down the field. He'll see that one read. It's not there. I'm gonzo.
We'll use modern. Runner right now is Lamar Jackson. Scrambler right now is the current Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
The best thing.
And here's another funny thing. Aaron Rodgers is a scrambler.
Well, until the grass took him out.
Well, that's that fucking scummy field up there.
Out a defensive player too in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So it's not completely his fault. They got to cut the grass to the right length. That's the problem. It was just a quarter inch too long, and that Achilles just goes. Shit.
And we got to remember, we still have picks. There's a lot of people out there. We can still build. There's corners. This is a deep corner draft, deep tackle draft. Did we get the best one out there? No, the best one out there went 5th. He did. He went 5th. Fuaga is nice, but you know what? I would rather the BPA and use him, because that kid, and maybe they have, you know what? I don't knock them having faith in what the hell?
Mumford?
Huh? Mumford, yes. Thank you. I'm sorry about that. I'm scrambled. Yes, they're Mumford. The kid can play. There's nothing wrong with him. Because he's a 7th round pick. Who else was a 7th round pick? Brock fucking Purdy.
Oh.
Who was a 6th round pick?
Yeah.
Brady.
The greatest quarterback of all time. I hate to even admit it, but he is. Even though we hate his guts and he's a part owner of our team now, it's still him.
Not yet. It's not official. He's not a part owner yet. It has not been approved.
He will be. You know it. He will be.
Will be and is still two different things. This ain't grenades where it will be close or it could be close. No, it's not happened yet. The pin is still in the grenade.
The pin is still in the grenade. All right, so we got I know on defense, you said we got cornerback. Right now we have Jacorian Bennett that wants to come back. And redemption for last year. He was injured during the season. Sam Webb has been.
He thought he was a rookie. I mean, I didn't have those expectations that he was going to be a fucking Charles Woodson, some shit like that. I never expected that. I expected
me neither.
But Corey Bennett, I still think has a chance to earn that starting spot this year. I think he's going to make that next step, just like Tyree Wilson is going to make that next step this year.
Yeah, because I kept saying that, with everything that happened last year, the turmoil, the change of the guard with the new head coach and AP, that once AP came in, that we should just treat the rest of that season like just an extended preseason for the rookies that had to get thrown in there as starters. Aiden O'Connell, and I know Tyree Wilson started early because of the whole Chandler Jones CTE situation or whatever it is.
CTE is not real.
CTE is not real, they all say.
It is real. Stop it.
No, we know. That's a jab at a couple of players.
Yeah, AB, not AP, but AB and Chandler Jones. I don't know if it was real or not, but it was rumored that they were going to start their own podcast called CTE's Not Real. But then again, I also seen that
CTESPN. That's what them friggin' two are.
Yeah, and I seen that AB is going to retire as a Raider. Yeah, didn't play one down, not even in preseason.
That silly son of a bitch this son of a bitch is trolling. He better watch himself, because AP will go to AB's house and break his face.
Hey, I'd like to see. Hey, we had a coach do that to somebody.
Yeah, Tom Cable.
We had that one.
Randy Hansen. Didn't he punch Randy Hansen?
Broke his jaw. Sent his ass home and said, "You need to go recuperate. You got some mental problems."
Chad, Max Crosby punched him out just like Romanowski did to the backup tight end a long time ago.
Yeah. And I see the D tackle. That starter is probably going to be John Jenkins, because Jenkins can get to the back. He doesn't get to the quarterback, but he gets in the backfield. And Christian Wilkins, I think they'll be switched. I think Wilkins will be on the side with Malcolm Coombs, and Max and the other DT will be on the side with Max. They'll switch a lot. You know what I mean? That defensive line is going to rotate a lot, because sometimes it'll be Kuntz and Tyree on the same side, which is awesome. And remember, we still got Brian Young. We don't even know what he's going to do. He was hurt. You know what I'm saying? He was hurt. We don't know. That kid might come in and be a dominant player.
and still Silvera too. Nesta J.
Yeah,
I mean,
Nesta J. Yeah,
you know, he's another one that was held back because of the McDaniels regime and didn't get a chance, and because of certain other people being successful, he never got that chance to step up and show what he can do. And I agree. Byron Young and Nesta J might come up and surprise some people.
Now, Jacorian Bennett should get his shot too. Everybody's jumping. We need another corner. We need another corner. We do. But remember, you know this. Everybody should know this. Bennett was a rookie. Did he get called for a couple things? Yes. But all rookies do. Nobody comes in like Darrelle Revis, man. Nobody comes in like Darrelle Revis.
2 times? Yes. Did he get picked on constantly? Yes. But what did he do? He shook off every mistake he made and came back even harder after that and tried to, you know, he was, like you said, a rookie. I mean, he's going to, the way he played, I expected him to play that way, especially coming in and trying to be a starter like that. He didn't have time.
And he's a big kid. I think his measurables, I think he's like 6'3", maybe 210, 205 pounds. He's a big corner that can run. You know what I'm saying? So
let me see. I can share information.
Yeah, check that out. See what his measurables are.
I put this graphic up to show the 2023 draft. It's funny how this is the draft. You know, McDaniels was a part of this draft, and it seemed like he sabotaged his own guys this past season. Like Michael Mayer never really got any passes thrown his way, even though a McDaniels offense was supposed to be, you know, with the 2 tight end set back when they had Hernandez and Gronk together, and then Gronk after Hernandez. I don't want to say left the team. We all know what happened with Hernandez, but you know, Gronk was a big part of that offense, and we barely threw to our tight ends then. And then, like you said, Aiden O'Connell, he won the start. He won the second string job over Hoyer, but he didn't want to play him over Hoyer. And then when he did against that Charger game, it's like he sabotaged him. I don't know what was going on with McDaniels, but these rookies here who got thrown in the fire, like that it seemed like that McDaniels lit the fire on them for them to I can't even talk right now. Like he set them up to fail, and that's just crazy how that is.
He's 5'11", 195 pounds.
Okay, all right, my bad. I thought he was bigger than that. My fault. But here's the thing about what McDaniels did. McDaniels was in New England so long. When he went, he tried to be Bill Belichick. No one is ever going to be him. Nobody respected McDaniels like they respected Belichick. They're like, dude, I'm not fucking listening to you. What is wrong with you with this stupid shit?
What are you talking about?
Like, who the fuck are you yelling at? Like, for real. Like, telling Hunter, Hunter Renfrow was awesome. You know he was great. Well, I can't say great, but he was very good. You know, I don't really call anybody great like that. But
he was on his way up to being great. How about that? He was on his way up.
Do what he did because of the way that offense is. That offense, you get to the spot. The ball is going to be there. You have to get there. The quarterback has his read and throws to a point. That's how that offense is. It's very precise, very precision. But Hunter couldn't do his China routes and stuff like that. He had to go straight, right, straight, left, not this juking and stuff. That offense wasn't built like that because nobody's ever done it. Julian Edelman never did that stuff. He just got open. You know what I'm saying? Wes Welker, same thing. And we all thought, oh, Hunter Renfrow is going to eat in this offense. But we didn't think that he can't do what he does.
Well, no, the other part of it, and we know this was part of it, we didn't think that Josh McDaniels was going to turn, because Hunter Renfrow's little thing was he was given a route, but he ran it slightly different. He made it work for him to get open. And then you got McDaniels who comes in and says, no, you run it this way or you don't play. You're not going to be in there. You have to run straight cut. I don't want this rounded shit. I want that sharp cut. I don't want this. Juice, I don't need all this other shit. This is what I want. And if you don't do it my way, then you're gone. And it affected him.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, and you know that goes back to when John Madden said you gotta let these players play. It's like an art form. You can't control them like robots. And that's what it seemed like.
They're not kids. They're grown ass men. No one gives a fuck. You let them do it. That's like what they said. After he was gone, the locker room was more relaxed. It's not like AP is like, yeah, we're just gonna clown, do this. No, he's gonna tell them flat out, we do what we do. You play the way you play. If you're fucking up, I'm gonna call you out, like he did with Marcus Peters. Exactly like he did with Marcus Peters. Like, what's wrong with you? Well, you're not making a tackle? See ya, you're out of town. Bye.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
I don't care if you were a star back in the day. I don't care if you were a star back in the
Holding them
day.
accountable, yes.
Yeah. It's like, I got to make an example out of you. I'll make an example out of you. I'm not going to let you slide because you were a star back in the day. Because what's I going to say about the other guys? Just trying to, So
exactly.
Like, hey, you can put the effort in, act like you want to play here. If you just want to come here with a paycheck, you want to get a jersey on so your dad can wear your jersey because I ain't wearing no Kansas City jersey just because your name's on it. I'm not going to wear no, Ravens jersey because your name's on it.
Now, I was excited when we brought him in. I really was, because I'm like, okay, Marcus Peters, Oakland kid was, yeah, and I thought that he could do something. But when he dropped that pick on the sideline, where he dropped it wide open, we're like, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn.
I had high hopes for him too, just because what you were hearing in training camp, during practices, how he was being that leader, helping the secondary go, all that shit. But when it came to playing, we were calling him, we were calling for his head. I think after that damn drop pick. Yeah. After that, we were calling him garbage.
Because you seen how the effort where he didn't really want to tackle, and then you see him over there hugging the opposing players, arm around there, just because that's your cousin or whatever.
Olay shit. Olay
shit. No. You're here. You're the starter. You got the number 24 on you. You're making that number look bad. I mean, at least the last. I mean,
my first one.
What's his name? The safety that had it before him. Abrams. At least Abram was trying to knock people out. He was not good at coverage, and
Abram should have put on 15 pounds and played linebacker because he couldn't cover a bed with a blanket. He cover a bed with a blanket.
He was the reason of that loss when when the Raiders were about to beat the Chiefs on that one that home game. I think it was COVID.
Kelsey was standing in the end zone, nobody around him, and Abrams looked at that. But that's not me. Yeah, that's you. That's you.
Abrams bit on Mahomes running up to the line of scrimmage, and he left him alone. And he just went on that. Kelsey went on that post route by himself, and just threw it over
Clown Town,
and won the game. We only had like 8 seconds left to try to do something with, but before that, we had Michael Hub.
Abrams came in. He wanted to be the next Jack Tatum. That's what he wanted to be.
Yeah, he's 25 years. He's 30 years too late.
Yeah, he just wanted to come blow up, blow guys up and do that. That's all he wanted to do.
That's what I mean. He should have put on 15 pounds. He would have been a good linebacker because he couldn't cover worth the shit.
Hey, but he tackled that camera tower pretty well.
Yeah, he was good at lighting himself up.
Yeah, shoulder injury out for the season. Who put that tower there?
Fucking idiot. Jesus. Like, we were at that draft. I was there. That was in Nashville. And that's Callie Mark. That's my friend, the meme.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's him. That's my buddy. Like the Cleveland Farrell was like, I was excited because I'm like, yep, there he is. And there's my buddy Danny right behind him. Like, here's the thing with Cleveland. Cleveland was good, but he was drafted too high. We needed a 4-3 defensive end. He was a 4-3 defensive end that couldn't rush the passer or cover the pass or cover the run. It was fucking nuts. But remember that defensive line he had in Clemson. 2 more All-Americans. And a second-team All-American.
You think it was just one of those like we do, or you reach? He just was picked at the wrong, like he shouldn't have been a first rounder, maybe like third or fourth.
He was picked. He should have been no. He should have been a later first. I think if we would have drafted him at the Abram pick and drafted Devin White at that pick, it would have been better.
Yeah.
Or Josh Allen.
And it would have taken some of the and then it would have taken some of the pressure off of him too. He didn't handle the pressure of that high of a draft pick.
No. Because I mean, that's the max draft, and those two were supposed to be cornerstones for a long time. And you know what? Cleveland went to. He didn't look terrible in San Francisco when they played him the 6 plays for the year. He looked okay with those 6 plays. All right, we got the Dolphins picking at 55. That's what I mine's a little back because I'm streaming.
No. So am I. I got it. I'm going back and forth right now to see if we trade up, whatever's going. That's
They drafted the offensive tackle from Houston, Patrick Paul.
Has BB gone yet? Is he still available?
I think he might still be there. I don't know. I know Zach Frazier went to Pittsburgh, which is a good pick for them. They need a center. He was the center from West Virginia.
Let's see. Draft.
Let's make some graphics.
I'm trying. Hold on. I can't think. I try to think and nothing happens.
The light bulb's on, but there's no one on.
And see, here's the thing. That Patrick Paul, they were talking about him possibly going to us, but he's a left tackle.
Yeah.
We got a left tackle. We got one of the best. We got a top 8 left tackle in the league. Top 8.
Who Raiders fans did not like for the first 2 to 3 years.
No, we did not. Because you know who I wanted? Mike McGlinchey from Notre Dame.
Of course, he's from Notre Dame.
Of course. And here's the thing about McGlinchey. McGlinchey was good for like 3 years, and then he got injured, and then he was just But you know who he played right next to? Quentin Nelson.
No. See, we're still learning the college game, so next year we'll be a little better.
We definitely got to get better on that one with everything. We said it from the beginning. We've been slacking in this one.
Here's the thing about the players that are coming to the draft, okay? I heard this from Bill Belichick. You don't have to watch every single tape that these guys have. You want to learn about a corner that's playing for a team? Watch him play against the first-round receivers. Watch these offensive linemen play against first-round defensive linemen. Like, let's say Ohio State. Let's say we're looking at an Ohio State tackle. Let's say we're looking at their left tackle. Watch them play Michigan. Watch them play Penn State. Sometimes Michigan State. Look at those guys when they're going against these guys. Watch them plays. See how they are against a speed rusher. See how they are against a bull rusher. And see how they are against those rush linebackers.
Yeah, your Notre Dame guy's still available, Blake Fisher.
Yeah, he's a right tackle. He needs a little bit of work, but he's not terrible. He's not terrible. He does need a little bit of work. You know, the speed rush is a little bit much for him, but anybody bull rushes him, he'll be able to handle it.
Okay, let's see.
We got Rosengarten is still available.
Yeah, and remember, Washington, their offensive line was the best offensive line in the country. They won that award. And here's another thing about Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers is the only tight end that was up for a lineman award at the College Football Awards, an offensive lineman award. The only tight end that was up for that. So people saying he can't block. Well, obviously he can.
Oh, he can. So I saw it. He could probably use a little bit of refinement in there, but he's a solid blocker.
Yeah,
solid.
And remember, he's going to be running downfield. He's fast and he's strong.
So why do you think? Is it because it's not the sexy pick? Yeah. A lot of folks are like coming out there to let's go. You know, you just did another Raider pick and like a lot of folks.
Well, because all these people they were former GMs in the NFL. You know that.
Oh yeah. Couch GMs, right?
Yeah, couch GMs. Yeah. They watch the NFL Network and they listen to Mike Tenenbaum.
They're as good as Michael Lombardi, huh?
Let me tell you something about Lombardi. Now, what he said was kind of taken out of context a little bit. I'm gonna like, I'm not sticking up for him, but what he said was not what was put out there because I heard the whole thing. It was taken out of context. Because Lombardi, he's a little mad. I get that he's mad because his kid got fired, but his kid's attached to McDaniel, so I get that.
Yeah, and he was fired by the Raiders too. So, you know, like father, like
twice.
son.
He was fired twice, I think.
Okay, I'm just putting this up just to kind of give a
BB's still out there too.
Heads up on what's going on in the draft. You know, on this show,
is Kingsley still there? The big oos from BYU still out there? The tackle.
Hold on, let me.
Okay. I think it's Kingsley Sulamala.
Oh yeah, yes, he's still out there.
Okay. Yeah, he's a big oos from BYU.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, he's still available. I saw that earlier. Yes, I can answer that.
The Cowboys. The Cowboys are on the clock right now. I think they're going running back. I think they're going to draft the kid from Texas or the running back from Florida State.
Oh, not Corum?
No, Corum will end up with the Chargers. They're not going to draft Corum. Corum's too small.
Okay.
I think they're either going to go the kid from Texas, Jonathan Brooks, or the kid from Florida State, who's probably the number one out there.
See, on this show, we make our own graphics. So yeah, let's see.
Cowboys are picking who they get. I don't know.
There hasn't really been no offensive lineman taken off, except for us.
This round, yeah.
Yeah, this round, yeah. It's been we got quarterbacks, deep tackles. This is mostly defense. Safety for the Giants.
Because the whole first round was offense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn near the whole first round.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Who the Cowboys select? Come on.
Let me tell you guys something. My girlfriend, guess where she's from?
Dallas.
No.
We're very original on the show.
Missouri.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Missouri.
She's not a football fan, though.
No.
She's a baseball fan. She's a big Cardinals,
right?
She's a St. Louis Cardinals fan.
Oh, okay. I can live with that one. It's better than the Royals.
Because she'll say something about the Chiefs, and I'll be like, you know they're my fucking rival. You know that, right? She has no idea. She really doesn't.
Well, that's what this show is for. This show is to teach folks, even the Raider fans, that
Nealon just went off the board.
You know, and that's why we get, and that's why we get guys like you, Jason Dean, because you know a lot about the college game. We don't know that much, and just like AP, we know what we don't know, and we bring in the guys to show us what we don't know and teach us what we don't know. That's what we do here.
And like, I don't know it all. I don't watch every college team. You know what I mean? There's some people that come on like, who the fuck is that? You know, like, I don't know that team I watch random teams sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, I watch Troy versus like fucking Miami of Ohio, you know, because I hear of this corner or this lineman. I'll check them out. You know, I'll watch that. But I watch all the main, the Power Fives. I watch the SEC, of course, every Notre Dame game, and they play everybody. And if I hear something about a guy, like a receiver from like Michigan State, I'll watch him a little bit. I'll watch him play against Penn State. I'll watch him play against Michigan. Ohio State. But like I know a lot of college because, like I said, I watch a lot of it. Some people just watch their team. Like a lot of people here are USC fans. They watch a lot of USC. Me, I'll watch USC when they play Notre Dame, when they play UCLA, when they play Stanford, teams like that. I don't watch them when they're playing San Diego State or Fresno State where they score 75 points. Oh, this dude had 8 catches for 190 yards. Yeah, they played against the 107th ranked defense in the country. Give me a break. Stop. Stop.
Any given Saturday, right? No. Oh.
Yeah, like come on, man. He's playing against a kid that's a friend. Like that is sitting there. He looks like the scared kid from The Water Boy. Like, come on, man. Like I know, like I'll argue with over certain guys. Like there's guys on Notre Dame that people have like Blake Fisher. Like I said, Blake Fisher. I think Blake's like a 3rd rounder. Some people have him at 2nd. I don't see him like that because we watch a lot of Notre Dame. Late 2nd, early 3rd. So, but people will reach for players, as you see every single year. We didn't reach for Brock Bowers. We didn't reach for a quarterback there. We didn't trade down and draft Spencer Rattler with the 29th pick. Everybody would have lost their freaking minds. We are terrible. Oh, we got a tackle there. We should have got a corner. Well, guess what? There's still corners out there. Kyrie Jackson's still out there from Oregon, who's a monster corner. You got Cam Hart out there from the Notre Dame University. Yeah, I did say the. You got Max Melton. Max Melton went in the 2nd round. He's a great corner from Rutgers. Nobody watches Rutgers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the kid's a baller. He can ball. Like there's guys out there. There's TJ Tampa from Iowa State, who's a good corner. He's still available. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
we might grab him, and people are gonna be like, "Who the fuck's this guy? Oh, should have got this guy." Me, if we get him over Cam Hart, that's the only reason I'm gonna be pissed because we didn't take my Irish. So,
like I said, I only know certain little players out here because I'm in Kansas, and of course they're always on TV out here. So
Kansas State. What are you talking about? You got Kansas, Dominic Pooney, offensive lineman for Kansas.
That name I saw, yeah.
You got Kansas State, Cooper fucking Beebe. Ben Simmons. He just went to tight end from Kansas State. He just went.
Oh, shit, that was my phone.
Like they've had teams out there like year. You know what I mean? I remember the one year Kansas was like 3rd in the country. Like it was fucking ridiculous. Like ridiculous. Kansas 30. Come on, give me a break. Like the 1 year I remember I was living in Pennsylvania at the time. My uncle Dave lived in Jersey. His son went to Rutgers. This is when Rutgers and South Florida were top 5. Remember that? With Ray Rice and all those guys from Rutgers and South Florida with Mackerel or was it Mackerel? Maybe I'm not sure, but their quarterback was really good. Yeah, I remember that. They went to that game. 75,000 people, everybody losing their mind over number 2 Rutgers. Fucking tennis school. Tennis.
Golf too.
Yeah, golf. You know what's good? Their water polo team is awesome. They kick ass.
Okay, who's on there? All right, anybody who's in the chats, that's supposed to be our link. Go to YouTube and like our channel. Go and subscribe. I just want to throw that out there real quick. Do a little commercial, because we didn't get to do it in the beginning. The Raiders pick came on. So real quick, we're going to do this shameless plug. You go to YouTube channel, The Cage Match Show. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Every Wednesday evening, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, or right now, Pacific Daylight Savings Time. Watch, like, and subscribe. The Cage Match Show. Every Wednesday, and today we're doing a special because it is the reaction show. When we start the season, we'll have a show on Wednesday and on Friday. Wednesday being the reaction to the previous game, and Friday being the pregame for the game coming up on the following weekend. Like I did that, like it was like so seamless like that. And also remember that on May 11th, Kern County Fairgrounds, Bakersfield, the Raider Nation Summer Kickoff 10th year anniversary with Jacoby Myers, DJ Turner, and Divine Diablo with legends of like Aaron Matthews, Willie Jones, Ricky Williams, Michael Alexander, Jeff Barnes, Greg Townsend, Reggie Kinlaw, Mike Ciani, and of course, two-time Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl 15, Super Bowl 18, and the very first starting quarterback in Raider history, Tom Flores, who is also a Hall of Famer. Should have gone in earlier, but hey, when you're a Hall of Famer, you're a Hall of Famer. Tom Flores will be there. Make sure you get your tickets at summerkickoff2024.eventbrite.com. And prices are general admission $10, VIP $60, and a separate ticket to get the to guarantee the signing of the autographs of the current players that we had said that the 3 current players. $100 tickets for that one. Go to summerkickoff2024eventbrite.com. May 11th, Kern County Fairgrounds, Bakersfield, Raider Nation, Summer Kickoff 2024.
And the MC for that show is going to be
the Oakland Raiders Savage. Oh yeah, I'll be over there on stage doing what I do. Oh yeah, come meet me. Subscribe to the show and all that good stuff right there. All right, going back to the show. Damon King, you know, when we had you scheduled for last Wednesday, I had a intro like I wanted to say and be like, because everyone wanted to go up and get a quarterback or whatever in the first round, and I wanted to be like, and if you wanted to make a deal with the devil, you have to talk to him first. Jason Dean, the Demon King. Here we are right here on the draft show. This is the draft reaction show of round 1, and we're kind of giving you a little coverage of round 2. This is what we're doing. No other trades have happened for the Raiders to come back into the second round, but currently, this is not updated because I don't know who the Cowboys took, but as of right now, this is what's happening. I got to update the Cowboys pick.
They took a defensive end. They took a defensive end, Nealon, from, I think, Western Michigan. The Packers just drafted Javon Bullard, safety from Georgia. Not a bad safety. Played on a great team. Remember, these guys, they're on a team with all stars. He's a good player. You know he's good. Chris Smith is going to be good for us. He's going to be good when he gets his opportunity. Because a couple times he did get to play, he didn't look bad. He didn't look bad at all.
I like Smith.
Yes.
I liked him.
Yeah, I think, give him a chance. And I can't wait for this preseason to start so we can see those guys actually get an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
We might have guys, because they're saying that our needs, let me put that back up, that our needs are, where is it at? Right here.
Fisher just went to the Houston Texans.
Who?
Blake Fisher just went to the Houston Texans.
He's not even going to play there. He's not going to play. Huh? They're building something there, dude. For real. Like Houston, we have a problem.
We have a problem. I like the segue to that one.
So you don't think that was just a one-year fluke? CJ Stroud, just the rookie that no one knew yet, that they'll find a way to stop him this coming season because I have tape on him now in the NFL?
I don't think – do I think he surprised people? Yes, but he is a good quarterback. He's good. He is a good quarterback, okay? The only reason why he wasn't the fucking top pick is because they talked about the Wonderlick, that he was dumb. Well, you know what? I'll take that dumb quarterback then.
Yeah,
that son of a bitch. That son of a bitch went to a team who they did not even fathom them winning 10 games. Not even fathom it. Anything. They had them going like 4 wins, 5 wins, new head coach, new all these young players. Well, guess what? These fucking kids balled out. They balled out. They built something there. I got nothing against that head coach. Who is it? He played, what the hell's his name? I can't remember. Oh, D'Amico Ryans.
Yeah,
D'Amico Ryans. He's building something there. Him and AP are kind of similar. Like, you play. You go play. I will hold you accountable if you do something
Same
wrong.
thing as the Lions coach, too. God damn it.
NCDC. Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell, yeah. Campbell's
Yeah,
the same
man.
way.
Yeah, man. We're going to bite kneecaps off, man. Yeah, man.
I want violence. I want violence. Play hard. Violence.
Like, and you're right. Like, D'Amico Ryans is defense, right? He knows his stuff. And just like he doesn't mess with the offense, that's that kid who was up for a head coaching job and said, you know what, I'm going to stay. Just like the kid for the Lions, he said, I want $15 million a year to be a head coach. Nobody was going to give him that. Nobody was giving him that. No way. Not a chance. He put his price tag so high because he knew no one's going to throw that at him.
And if they did, he was just about to get paid.
Yeah, he was going to get paid.
Know your worth.
Yes. I mean, he's a young mind, just like the kid from Houston. Like, I think Getsy is going to have a good year because he didn't really have much in Chicago. Like, he didn't. He tried, and he got handcuffed a lot by Eberflus, I should say. He got handcuffed a lot there. You know, they wouldn't let Justin Fields do what he did, do what he can do. So when they let them loose at the end of the year, the last couple games, that offense did not look bad. Okay? Getsy, like I said in the beginning, Getsy's offense is 12 personnel. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, running back. Let's run the ball. We set the pass up with the run. We don't set the run up with the pass.
And that's a good insight right there. That's a good insight because a lot of people don't know what Getsy is about, and that explains going and getting Bowers. It being that we didn't have that second tight end that could.
And people, they're going off last year in Chicago. What did Chicago have? What did they have? Their offensive line was not good at all. They had a couple okay running backs, right? They got rid of their best running back, right?
Yeah.
They had DJ Moore, who had over 1,000 yards, which he was going to do. Cole Kmet wasn't terrible. Cole Kmet could play, and then he got injured a little bit. Their defense stepped up. Justin Fields made some mistakes. I don't knock Justin Fields. I don't. I think the right situation, the kid can be good. He's got to learn how to read, go through his progressions before he takes off. Not one progression, he's not open, I'm gone. You know?
Were you when the whole rumors of Raiders trying to trade for Fields, were you pro or con? Or pro or against?
For the right price, I was with it. I said, me personally, I said 5th rounder.
Yeah.
I would have gave up.
I can live with that. I can live with that.
I would have gave up a 5th round because when we got Getsy, and since we didn't go get him, because I think Chicago was asking for like a 2nd, and
well, at first
those guys were like,
at first they wanted a first.
What are you guys fucking crazy? What are you fucking nuts? Like, what are you talking about? A 1st round? What? We're the 13th pick up. We're going to give you a 1st round pick for this fucking kid? What are you nuts? You're quitting on him after 2 years. 2 years. And they thought, oh, we got Getsy. Bring him into the Raiders now. They needed a fresh start. Getsy has got a fresh start. The offense is his. He doesn't have the coach over his shoulder saying, do this, do that, do this. That's him. It's all him. It's him. It's the quarterback coach. It's the offensive line coach. This is what they're doing. Defense is Patrick Graham, AP, our corner coach, and our safety coach. That's our defense.
Well, I'm sure Marvin Lewis is going to have a little sprinkling in there now on the defense.
Oh, well, yeah. Marvin Lewis knows his shit, so he can, him and Getsy, I think Marvin Lewis is going to talk to Getsy a little bit. He's going to help him with this offense. Because Patrick Graham's defense doesn't need to be bothered by anybody. It doesn't.
No.
Not at all. Not at all.
We're now, without the draft even finishing, we're now at least a top 5 defense, I feel. At least.
I think so, too. I think we are, too. I think Max, here's the reason why Max is not going to be Defensive Player of the Year. Here's the only reason. You got TJ Watt, who's out there in the face. Okay? You got Myles Garrett, who everybody says is a freak, which he is. I don't knock him. He's good. He is. TJ Watt is good as well. But there was only one stat that they were higher than Max in. Max has the most tackles for loss. When they said at the draft, Max can't stop the run. He's not a good run stopper. What are you, out of your fucking mind? The dude's the best in the league now. Excuse my French. But for real, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got TJ Watt in the AFC. You got Myles Garrett in the AFC. You know what I mean? And Max is always they're not gonna look at him as the top guy. They're never gonna. We look at him as that because he's on our team, and other players in the league look at him as that. And some of these so-called experts look at him as that. But, Myles Garrett, Cleveland had the number 1 defense in the league. Yeah, they also have the number 1 corner, 2 good linebackers, a great safety. Give me a break. Who did Max have to help before Jack Boy got there? Yeah. I mean, Spillane played well.
And Coots starting to come out. It took a while for Coots to come out this year. You know, they wanted the help, and Coots finally came out. Then Jack Jones come in. But a good now with Christian Wilkins, that's just going to help Max out even more. I like that. Those two, I mean, that's going to be double teaming. Is going to be, who the fuck do I take?
Here's the thing about Christian Wilkins too. Christian Wilkins is a character. He messes with dudes. Like, just jokey. He's not like an asshole, like an Ndamukong Suh. He's not that. Yeah. Sick, twisted individual. The shit he says to guys, it's hysterical. He's not a bad dude. He's not saying nothing derogatory. You know what I mean? Not talking about a dude's mom or a dude's wife or a guy's girlfriend. He's not doing shit like that. They're busting ass. He's busting ass. Here's the thing about the NFL. It's a little bit different from the NBA because a lot of these guys are all buddies in the NBA. You remember back in the 90s, you guys know, Jordan, the Pistons, all that shit. Nobody was fucking friends. No, I'll punch you in the fucking mouth, and then the next game, I'll punch you in the mouth again. Your wife's a whore. Your mother's a fucking tramp. They'll say shit like that. The NFL, these guys, they're cool with each other. They'll bust ass. I mean, there are a couple assholes. You know that. I know that. Like, Max is great. Max will talk shit and then tell the dude at the end of the game, hey, man, good game, just bust ass. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody takes it personal.
A rate straw. Sorry.
Yeah, I saw that. That's a good pick for them. He's a good corner from Missouri. Missouri had a good defense. He's a good corner.
Lions are building something too. I think they could be up there with the Texans fighting for shit by the looks of shit.
Speaking of Myles Garrett, though, I feel like he's a long lost Raider. I mean, he implemented the Alzado rule very well against the quarterback for Pittsburgh.
Rudolph.
Was
it Rudolph?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at Detroit. Detroit drafted their corners of the future. Terrion Arnold from Alabama, who I thought we were going to draft, and Enos Rakestraw. And they got Brian Branch last year from Alabama, Aiden Hutchinson too. This defense is going to be different. Jack Campbell from Iowa. Jesus Christ. Christ.
And the Lions also got Amik Robertson from us.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Wait, you said Lions, right?
Lions.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
He went over. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get
play
graphics.
He's gonna play probably slot for them. And they just got CJ back. I think he went. Did he go back to Philly? I think he went back to Philly.
Rosengarten is finally gone.
Did he go to Baltimore?
Yes, he went to Baltimore.
Well, if they need, I don't know if they have a right tackle. I know they got my boy Ronnie Stanley from Go Irish, Notre Dame.
How about that?
You like them gold helmets? That's what it is. It's that gold, right? But we're a team of silver, not gold.
Who?
Us.
What?
No, Raiders. We're a team of silver, but you seem to have this thing for gold. That gold helmet seems to memorize.
Blue and gold. Get that shit right. There ain't. It's blue and gold. Okay, that's the secondary color because that's the color of touchdown Jesus. Don't start with me, Asylum. Don't get on the Notre Dame shit. You live in Kansas. You don't even have a college team. Stop yourself.
No, we don't have a college team. But you know what? Even growing up, I'm not originally from Kansas, so I'm originally from Vegas. So UNLV, Florida State. I was a Florida State growing
Jesus
up.
Christ. UNLV still have a football team?
They still have a football team. They actually play in your stadium. What are you talking about?
I know they did. I know.
I never said I picked good teams, except for the
Let me tell
Raiders.
you one thing about UNLV. There's one person from UNLV that I absolutely loved. I was a huge fan of his, and his name was Larry Johnson.
That name sounds familiar.
Larry Johnson played for the UNLV Running Rebels in the 90s, was a power forward, was a number 1 pick in the NBA draft. He probably could have played football. He was so big.
Grandmama.
Yes, I had them shoes.
Grandmama.
They were ugly as shit, but I had them Converse.
See, Ken, that's old. Sorry, Asylum. That's old school.
Asylum's like, yeah, well, I remember George Mikan.
I remember a whole bunch of I didn't pick good college teams. I know that.
So there wasn't a 3-point line. Pistol Pete.
Studio. Okay, I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do
you always
live
got a little bit of love
graphics.
for the team
Kansas City Chiefs select who gives a fuck. From the University of We Don't Give a Shit.
I like that one.
Here, they drafted these 2 kids they drafted. That kid from Texas that they drafted is lightning fast, but he's Stonebridge from fucking Unnecessary Roughness, Mr. Stonehands.
Stonehands, yes.
The kid's got no route tree. He doesn't have a route tree. Shut up, scumbag. Oh, Jamal Charles, we fucking hate you too, scumbag.
Your Samatia just got took. Chiefs went with tackle.
In the 24 draft, Kansas City select Ken Wayne.
Oh, well, that sucks for him that he's going to get beat the fuck up for his whole career. Sucks for him. Should have went to Vegas.
Oh, he didn't have a choice.
He does. He can say, I don't want to play there. I'm a Mormon. We're not allowed there.
The Eli Manning.
They're up there at BYU soaking. You know what soaking is?
Nah.
All right, let me explain this to you. Because BYU, Utah, Mormons. They can't have sex. Okay? So Utah, they soak, BYU quakes. Now, what soaking is they lay there, and if it slides in, it just happens. They don't move. Quaking, the girl sits on top of the guy, and his buddy's underneath him on the bunk bed, and he's kicking it with his feet.
The more you know.
Fun fact for you.
Oh,
Okay.
goddamn.
So here's your pick right there. Here's your updated draft right there.
Yeah, let me explain to you about Kingsley. Kingsley's a big boy. He's a good tackle. He would have slide right in for us. You know what I mean? He's an oos, big oos, family, great kid. BYU, good lineman, University. They weren't terrible this year, but he was probably their bright spot. I would have liked to have had him. That would have been nice to pick him. But you know what? He's in Kansas City. Sucks to be him. They all think we're in Kansas City. We're going to win a bowl. We'll see. We'll see what you do.
They think they're going to three-peat. All I've fucking heard. And when the minute they said it at the end of the Super Bowl, they just won, I knew they ain't going to three-peat. You can't be talking three-peat while you're just starting to celebrate. You just jinxed the shit out of your future for the next 3 years. The Raiders are making sure they're bringing in people who can handle Patrick Mahomes.
Here's the thing. Now, we're the close. I mean, they're head and shoulders above a lot of teams. Okay, in our division, we are the closest to them. Okay. Are we better than the Chargers? On days, yes, we are. We're better than Denver, hands down. I don't give a shit who their coach is. I don't give a shit. We're better than them, hands down. The Chargers, they have their moments against us. Now, we're going to see this year. I mean,
Chargers. We always seem to split with the Chargers.
They have the quarterback. Now they do. I don't knock Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert's a good ball player. He is. The kid is good. Everybody, you got to understand, he's good. There's a lot of people on that team that are not. Austin Eckler was at the end of his line. You know what I mean? Mike Evans, Jesus. Mike Williams was always hurt. Keenan Allen was on the downslope. You know what I mean? Offensive line, good offensive line. They have 3 good offensive linemen. Good. Corey Lindsey at center. Johnson at guard. I think it's Zion Johnson, I think. And then Rashawn Slater. And now they got Joe Alt, which it's a little tough. Their defense, old. We can eat their defense up, but we got to be able to score. We got to score. And this pick with Bowers, and of course, people lose their mind. Build the defense. Listen, no offense to Max. I love him. We're not Baltimore 2000, okay? We're not Tampa Bay 2021, okay? We're not. Everybody's got to understand this. We are doing what we're doing, okay? We're not. I would love for us to have a linebacker like Ray Lewis. Can Max be our Ray Lewis? He could be our leader. But remember, Ray Lewis.
He is our leader.
Okay, you're right. My fault. That's my bad. I'm sorry, Papa Al. My fault. We don't have a Terrell Suggs.
No.
We don't have a Chris McAllister. We might with Jack Jones, possibly. Okay. We definitely don't have an Ed Reed.
No, we don't have an Ed Reed. And Spillane might turn into a Suggs.
Yeah, mate.
I'm saying might. He has the potential's there. But no, we don't have a Suggs.
Here's the thing. Here's what everybody said about Robert Spillane. Robert Spillane can't cover the pass. He can't cover in pass coverage. He has no pass coverage. He's terrible. He's a thumper. He's a thumper. That's all you heard about Spillane, correct? That's all we ever heard, right? When we picked him up.
Even himself, he said that he wasn't a good cover. Pass coverage.
And then he came to us with the linebacker coach, AP, defense coordinator, Patrick Graham, basically not going to put guys in situations where they're going to get exposed on their weaknesses, maybe. We'll run. Like Patrick Graham's defense is strength because he runs a different defense every week, kind of like Belichick used to do in New England. Every week it's a different defense.
It's like a 4-2, 4-2-5 or something.
And that's what that's what I would love for us to run all the damn time because everybody's running three wide receivers.
Yeah,
everybody's running that anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4-2-5.
NFL draft. The NFC champion, San Francisco 49ers.
Shut up. I don't even know who the frig that guy is they just picked. I have no idea. I don't even know.
You know what's funny? Niners don't even know who that guy is. They don't even pay attention.
They don't know. What's his name? Oh, yeah, little pick in Florida State. Yeah, they were good. Yeah, 63-3. Remember that score. When they played Georgia in the bowl game.
Oh, was that a bowl game? Damn.
Yeah, that was the Orange Bowl. But see, here's the thing. A lot of guys from Florida State didn't play. Jordan Travis got hurt. He was done. A lot of guys didn't play. They had like 15 guys not playing that game. Now, if they did play, I still think Georgia would have won.
Yeah.
And here's another thing too. Here's a little fun fact. Brock Bowers. Who was Brock Bowers' quarterback last year? Not this year, the year before at Georgia. Do you guys know?
No. Not gonna lie.
Okay.
Just imagine I just got the Kelly Mark face right now, huh?
Here we go. Stetson Bennett.
I've heard
Stetson Bennett was nobody, a nothing. Brock Bowers made him. He made him. Made that kid got drafted. I think he's like fourth string with the Rams, if he's even still there.
Oh, they got Jimmy G now, so he might not even be on the team.
Who?
They got Jimmy G now.
Who the fuck is Jimmy G?
Mr. Bunny Ranch himself.
Who the fuck is that?
He's gonna be an LA star.
Yeah, he'll be in porn. He'll be a vivid. He'll be a vivid model.
Vivid.
Hey,
I know what that
remember,
means.
Travis Kelce's mom wanted to be married to him in the fucking NFL commercial.
Oh yeah. There you go. Travis Kelce's mom and Jimmy G. That's your fetish video right there.
I won't say nothing bad about somebody's mom. Even the Kelce's. I like Jason Kelce. He seems like a good guy. Travis thinks he's from the hood, man. He thinks he's one of the dudes, and you're not. You're dating
Malibu's
trailer
most
park
wanted.
trash, bro. Because if that
Malibu's
bitch couldn't
most
sing,
wanted.
if that bitch couldn't sing, she'd be in a trailer park barefoot, taking care of the 3 kids with a marble in her mouth.
Wow. Second round closed out. Let's go through the picks real quick. At 33, the Buffalo Bills got Keon Coleman, wide receiver.
Great pick for them. Great pick.
The Chargers, Ladd McConkey, wide receiver.
Yeah,
that's a good pick. The kid, but he's the Georgia guy. That kid can catch. He can run routes. He might be like a Hunter Renfrow, but he's gonna he'll come across the middle and get knocked the fuck out.
The Falcons came back with
1 second. Ladd McConkey. I think his girlfriend is Caitlin Clark.
Is it?
I think so. I think that's his girlfriend.
Oh wow.
So he's never going to be better than his girl. So don't matter. Go ahead. Next.
The Falcons follow up with Rook or horror.
His name is pronounced like you would say row, row, row your boat. Rook, row, row, row. Or row, row, row. That's what his name. That's how it's pronounced. He's a good defensive lineman from Clemson.
I like Scooby-Doo. A row.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rook Oreo. Okay. The Commanders come. The Commanders after D tackle Jerzon Newton.
No.
Yeah, Johnny Newton. They had him. He was there for us at 13 when the draft first came out. They were calling for him to go to us.
Who?
Jerzon.
Jerzon Newton.
Jerzon Newton.
Yeah, that's him.
Patriots.
Yeah, before we got Christian Wilkins, I'm sorry. He was the one I wanted.
Patriots with the trade. It doesn't say who they traded with, but Patriots come in. They draft a wide receiver, Jalen Polk from Washington.
Good receiver.
Titans come.
That kid's got good hands, can run routes.
Oh yeah, well he'd be a good target for May, right? You think May's going to be the starter in week 1? Drake May?
Not at all.
Who do they have?
Not at all.
They have Jacoby Brissett.
Jacoby Brissett.
Oh yeah. On his third term there, second term
Jacoby's
there.
going to be the starter.
As of now.
And if Jacoby goes down, they got Bailey Zappa.
With the 38th pick, the Titans get Tavondre Sweat, D tackle out of Texas.
That was a good one. I like
him and
he's a gap filler
him and
right
Jeffrey
there.
Simmons are going to kill teams. Him and Jeffrey Simmons are going to kill teams, man. The thing about Sweat is why he dropped there is because he's got a little bit of off-field issues. Little bit, nothing major. You know, he didn't kill a guy in a car drag racing accident, you know, but you'll get drafted 10th if you do that. Just saying.
Okay, right after that, the Rams via trade get Braden Fisk from Florida State, D tackle.
Braden Fisk after that is Max Crosby as a defensive tackle.
Ooh. Falcons. Eagles do a trade. They get Cooper DeShawn from Iowa, cornerback. That was a big name, wasn't it? Or he was up there with the cornerbacks.
Yes, they got 2 of the top 3 corners on their draft. 2 of the top 3 corners they got. 2. Cooper DeJean and Terry and Arnold.
The Saints, via trade, they're drinking the Kool-Aid now. Kool-Aid McKinstry, cornerback out of Alabama. They take him. I guess they're trying to. Well, last night they got the last night they got the offensive tackle Fuaga, right, and then they come back with a cornerback. So it's like they got our draft picks, our projected at what that we were going to do. The Texans get Kamari Lassiter, cornerback out of Georgia. The Cardinals, Max
he's
Milton,
still a baller, but they drafted him to replace Lattimore when he's ready to move on.
Oh yeah. Max Melton, cornerback out of Rutgers. He goes to the Cardinals.
Good pick. They needed a corner.
And then, of course, we came in, pick 44. We got Jackson Powers Johnson, the man with 3 last names, out of Oregon.
Yes.
They have him center, but they probably put him in. And you're saying he should be day 1 starter on the right guard?
Yes, he should be day 1 starter at right guard because we re-signed Andre James. So that's going to be our center. Dylan Parham at left with Colton Miller, our most tenured lineman, still there for the Gruden regime. He'll be, and you got Jackson Powers Johnson at the right guard. Possibly right tackle will be Thayer Munford, which I hope so, because he's our tenured guy there. I mean, Jermaine Illuminor, good for him to go get that money. I'm happy about that. I like Jermaine, I do, but he went and got his money, and I don't knock a guy going, I want everybody to get all the money. I want everybody.
Hey, running back finally went.
Yeah,
and went to Arizona. Sorry.
And then Illuminor went and followed the offensive line coach that was previously with the Raiders last year under the McDaniels regime. So he went out there to New York Giants with Carmen Electra. I don't know his last name. Carmen Sandiego. I don't know. The Green Bay Packers get Edgerrin Cooper, Texas A&M linebacker, with the following pick after the Raiders. What was that?
Demon King went off.
Fellas, you there?
I see him though.
Oh, there you go.
I brought him back.
Okay. Yeah.
I can't hear you. Oh,
1 second. Hold on.
Here we go.
Ready?
Yeah, just keep going.
I got the full screen on. Okay, so let me go back.
You there?
Okay, like I said, so the Green Bay Packers get Edgerrin Cooper with pick number 45 at a linebacker, Texas A&M. The Panthers come with via trade. They get Jonathan Brooks, running back out of Texas. With the 47 pick, the Giants get Tyler Nubin, out of Minnesota, the safety. So I think that's the first safety that came off the board.
Sounds about right, yeah.
Yeah, 48. Jacksonville Jaguars get Mason Smith, LSU, D tackle.
That was pretty good. I like the way you did that pretty good. Good job.
Yeah, thank you. I'm trying to. I don't want to read next year's linebacker core because I'm not trying to make mistakes, and you know what I'm talking about. At pick 49, the Bengals get Chris Jenkins, Michigan D tackle. So they're building their defense. The Commanders come in via trade. At pick 50, they get Mike Sanristel, cornerback out of Michigan. The Steelers, they go and get Zach Frazier, center out of West Virginia. At 52, the Colts get Donald Mitchell.
I think he said he liked that pick. I think Demon King said he liked that pick.
Which one, Zach Frazier?
Yeah. For the Steelers.
For the Steelers, to protect Fields out there.
No, Russell Wilson.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Didn't Fields go? No.
No, they got both. They got both.
Yeah.
They got Russell Wilson and Fields.
Russell Wilson and Fields. That's going to be
quarterback
interesting
controversy.
We'll see. Older Wilson, younger Fields. Same kind of type of quarterback, scrambler running around.
Yeah. Yes, I'll give it to him.
The Colts traded to the 52 pick to get O'Donnell. O'Donnell.
I know this one.
O'Donnell Mitchell, Texas wide receiver.
Donnie Mitchell.
The Commanders traded for the 53 pick to get Ben Sano, Kansas State tight end. See, this is okay. This is not fair. Okay, I feel like the dude from 51st Dates. Hip hop. None of this. Pick 54. The Browns get Michael Hall Jr., Ohio State, D tackle. The Dolphins, after that, get Patrick Paul Houston, offensive tackle. The Cowboys at 56 get Marshawn Nealon, Western Michigan, edge rusher. Another edge rusher comes off the board right after that for the Buccaneers at 57. They get Chris Braswell out of Alabama. The Green Bay Packers back in with their original pick back in the second round, 58. Javon Billiard, Georgia safety. 59th pick goes to the Texans, and they get Blake Fisher, Notre Dame, off of the tackle. The 60th pick for the Bills, Cole Bishop, Utah safety. 61 Lions, Ennis Rakestraw Jr., Missouri cornerback. 62 goes to pick 62 for the Ravens, Roger Rosengarten, offensive tackle out of Washington. The Kansas City Chiefs at 63, they get Kingsley Suamatai. BYU off of the tackle. And the 49ers, they pick last in the second round at 64. They get Renardo Green, cornerback out of Florida State. I would like to see any of you try to read those names first try, first whatever. But that is your second round right there.
We tried.
We tried.
I won't even try. Fuck that.
Well, we just wanted to come in and do a reaction on the first round pick of Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers, tight end out of Georgia, Raider Bowser out of Georgia, where a lot of the experts, Hondo said that, hey, this guy was at that point in time, the Raiders were surprised that he fell to them at 13, and sometimes you just got to take the best man available over need, because you never know. Telesco told a story where he said, I think it was Keenan Allen, they drafted Keenan Allen at when their receiving corps was one of the strongest positions on the Chargers, and throughout the offseason going into that following season, a couple of those receivers went down with injury, and Keenan Allen, had to jump in at receiver as a rookie, and he ended up becoming the rookie of the year of that year. So it just says with Telesco's story is that you never know when a guy gets thrown in, and if you see a guy, best man available, sometimes you just got to take it. You just got to take it. He said they were all for it, even AP. Some folks were all like, that's not an AP pick. AP was mad. He wanted a quarterback. He wanted Penix. He wanted this. He wanted that. But see, none of us are in the war room. They are.
No.
And the reason why Telesco was brought in is because Mark Davis wanted a GM to be a GM and not the not the guy with the title.
As it was put and as it's showing, Telesco was brought in to get the talent, and AP is brought in to coach them. AP's job is to coach whoever Tom Telesco brings in.
Yes. So we will see what happens in the third round. Everyone, we'll all watch. You guys watch third round, whatever. We'll come back on Wednesday as we break down the whole class of his Wi-Fi is spotty now. Yeah, his Wi-Fi. It's okay. We appreciate you coming on to the show and giving us some insight on these guys, and of course on your view on your.
I'm gonna ask one quick question. See if he answers quick enough. Just keep going a little bit, and then I want to put his answer up.
So Telesco is brought in to be that GM and not the second fiddle to the coach who was probably calling all the shots in those earlier rounds, like we showed earlier with the last five draft classes. So we're gonna see what Brock Bowers will do this season. I can't wait for the season to start because we got some good acquisitions, and I want to see, how a Getsy offense will be ran with O'Connell or with Minshew, and with these guys.
I'm not gonna lie. Demon King got me a little excited about fucking Getsy.
Yeah.
He got me a little excited about Getsy. He really did.
And with our pick 44, Jackson Powers. I was supposed to say Powers. My bad. Okay, these are live graphics I was making on the fly. Jackson Powers Johnson. Demon King believes he'll be a day one starter at the right guard position. So we will see how that goes. But also, how do you think we take it? Okay, so but yeah.
If we don't get an answer real quick, then we'll go ahead and go off. I wanted to ask him while he was on, but obviously, he was having problems and everything. And since we're not going to, he's got good insight on all these college players. I mean, he helped learned me, on some of this shit. He really did. And he got me excited about Getsy and everything. I'd actually like to have him on with Peggy because Peggy keeps asking what Getsy could do. She talks about the 2 years that he was with the Bears, and Demon King seems to have faith, and I like to see that one go. But it doesn't look like we're going to get our answer. So
okay, so we're gonna close it out.
On my end is being slow.
We're gonna close it out. So remember, for those of you who are on YouTube watching, if you're not subscribed, make sure you like, share, subscribe, watch every Wednesday evening, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Pacific, and I'm being Pacific or specific, and also Pacific and yeah. And also, remember, get your tickets at Summer Kickoff 2024.eventbrite.com. May 11th, Kern County Fairgrounds, Bakersfield, 10th anniversary, Raider Nation, Summer Kickoff 2024. Jacoby Myers, Divine Diablo, DJ Turner, Legends, Aaron Matthews, Willie Jones, Ricky Williams, Michael Alexander, Jeff Barnes, Greg Townsend, Reggie Kinlaw, Mike Siani, and of course, the man in the middle, two-time Super Bowl champion, very first ever Raiders starting quarterback, and also Hall of Famer Tom Flores will be there. Make sure you get your tickets, like I said, and then you put that other banner up so people can see. General admission $10, VIP $60, and the autographs a separate ticket $100. Separate ticket.
That autograph ticket gets you all three of the current Raiders players' autographs. All three. That $100, you get Myers, Diablo, and Turner. So that's a hell of a deal. It really is.
And of course, yours truly will be the MC at the kickoff over there in Kern County, Bakersfield. It's an indoor event, so the weather should not factor into your decision on going there and seeing the Oakland Raiders Savage.
If it's going to be hot, cold, rainy, it don't matter because you're going to be comfortable while you get to meet all these people and have fun and listen to Oakland Raiders Savage.
Oh, yeah, look at me. See, I've been working out right there. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, working out. Oh, yeah, see that? It's a weight. Oh, yeah. Anyways, we're going to close out this show, and it's Friday night. Everyone who was watching, we appreciate you. For the new, I'm going to shout them out. For the new listeners or watchers on Facebook, oh, wait, I'm going backwards. What happened to the rest of them?
No, see, mine's been going. My Facebook didn't show up on here like it normally does. I don't know what happened.
I don't know that the StreamYard said that, oh, Facebook, we're having issues trying to connect to them. No, you're just being a hater, okay? Anyways, shout out to Leslie Von Tassel. Thank you for dropping in. I see you first time commenter. We appreciate you, and we would like to see you more coming on and interacting in the show. Ernest did not have a comment, but thank you for coming on, Ernest Covington. We appreciate you. Eric Bell, we appreciate you coming on. El Capitan, we were on this show a couple weeks ago. We appreciate you. And of course, the regulars, my sister, who on the show, she was learning. We appreciate. Alicia, we appreciate you. With that said, we're going to come back on Wednesday and talk about all the draft picks that we had, or that we're.
And we will go more in depth about our likes, dislikes, whatever it is, highlights, you know, and yeah, more about the picks that we end up having for the next the next third round and on.
Yes. And remember, the Cage Match Show, the original graphics and videos, homemade show. And we teach other people out there. You hear them on other shows, okay, Chris? Okay. With that said, we know you listen, Plagiarize the podcast. We know you listen. I don't even care no more. Anyways, with that said, thank you very much, everybody who is watching. I hope we get shout outs on other shows, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, all publicity is good publicity.
Yes. Shout out to Raider Man, who was on the show this past Wednesday. Shout out to Peggy, who was giving us insight also on the draft this past Wednesday. Shout out to Demon King, who came on to give us some insight today.
So, hey, Demon King learned us real well. He learned us
learning on the fly. With that said, we will see you next Wednesday, or this coming Wednesday, to talk about what happened this weekend. All right, then with that said, Asylum, any last words?
No, I think you said it all.
Thank you very much. All right, with that, we say thank you. Have a good weekend. Raider Nation, enjoy the draft. Hopefully we get more picks that we can talk about where it's more of a debate, you know, because that's what we do as Raiders. We pick picks that people didn't think we would pick. We pick picks that people didn't pick. Pick. With that, we end the show like we always do with a word from Raider Milt, a.k.a. Coach Wallace, out of my high school, Tennyson High School. All right, then, Asylum, have a good weekend. Everybody else, I am the Oakland Raider Savage. Have a good weekend. And Jason Dean said, great show. And thanks for having me on. We appreciate you. Thanks for coming on, Jason Dean, and giving us live insight on the second round of the draft. Thank you very much. And let's try to end the show because I keep rambling. Here we go. Peace out, everybody. Thank you very much.
All you other NFL teams, your tailgates are weak. Your teams are weak. We might be down right now, but it doesn't take away the history. And all you Raiders out there need to know your fucking history of who the fuck you playing for and where the fuck you're playing. Damn it. Oh, and by the way, I won my last cage fight. Again, I'm still undefeated. And you NFL motherfuckers out there that you think you want some, come on and get some anytime.